Here now, Lara Trump, daughter-in-law to former President Donald Trump, and Bill McGurn, Wall Street Journal columnist. They both are Fox contributors. Welcome to you both. Lara, I want to get your take first. What's your take on the warrant and the release of that document?
Well, I think it pretty much adds more questions than answers for a lot of people. You would expect, Sean, that whenever you use such a heavy-handed approach and such an unprecedented, situation like this, to raid the home of a former president of the United States, man, you better produce some reality and some rationale for why that was necessary. And unfortunately, I don't think that we really found that. What you see on the warrant, obviously, is that documents were taken. Now, my father-in-law has maintained that anything was declassified, although it does read different on this warrant. There were photos, there were handwritten notes, I believe Roger Stone's clemency information. So that's sort of where we are now. I think the American people are really hoping to hear, again, why it was necessary to take such extreme measures and do something that has really shaken a lot of Americans to their core, quite frankly. And this is not just speaking on behalf of Republicans, but I've heard from people across the board how upsetting what happened on Monday at my father-in-law's home was to so many people across America, and rightly so.
Well, this warrant was so broad, and there was reports that they went through Melanias Closet. You could, again, I made this point, you can have a little piece of paper that allows you to search any space that this paper could fit in, which is, an underwear drawer from the former First Lady. How invasive and intrusive is that for not just the president, but the former First Lady?
Yeah, it's incredibly violating, something like this. People can only imagine, I'm sure. Imagine a group of 30 people go into your home and have access to anything they want. All of us would feel violated if one person did that, let alone 30. Sure. And it's honestly, all of it is just so over the top and so upsetting, and something that I know people continue to say this, but you can't say it enough, Sean. This is something you see happen in third world countries, in communist dictatorships, not in America. The FBI, the DOJ, no one has given a reason that this needed to happen in the manner that it happened. We're all still waiting to hear about that.
And kind of the point of the politics of this bill, a Fox News poll just came out with a whopping 75% of Americans dissatisfied with the way things are going. And what's shocking is that among the parties, it's not Republicans, but independents who are most dissatisfied with the direction of the country. 91% dissatisfied. Bill, you know politics. If you lose independence, you can't win elections.
Right. That's the whole game ball of elections, winning the independents. You largely have your base. So President Biden is in a tough spot.
Listen, he's in a completely tough spot, and it doesn't seem, Bill, like they're changing course at all. It seems like it's more of the same. You'd think that Americans might have been angry, that some Trump voters that they might want to win might be angry about the Russia hoax. So instead of rolling those kind of policies back, it seems like they're diving back in to what they did over the 4 years of Trump's presidency, which, by the way, has split the country, divided the country, and the policies haven't worked for the average American.
Yeah, look, if you look at Joe Biden's initial speech when he was declared the winner in November, he talked about unity, of not treating fellow Americans as enemies. But since then, all he's done is treat people like enemies. 70 million people feel that they're being treated like an enemy by this administration. So he's done the opposite of what he promised. Very divisive, not admitting anything, trying to put foolish claims like zero inflation when everything on your kitchen table costs more.
No, a really good point. And so, Lara, obviously the poll numbers are bad. And so Reuters is now reporting that several top Democratic advisors to the president are urging him to announce his reelection bid for 2024 before the midterms. So, good idea. Should Joe Biden announce he's running for reelection right now, or should he just get out of the way and let someone else come in?
Wow. you know, there are kind of two sides to this. I guess if you want to be sure to beat somebody, yes, Joe Biden, please announce you're running for re-election. We would love to see that on the Republican side because, quite frankly, no one has been a more epic failure than Biden, Harris together. I mean, my goodness, those two have single-handedly taken down this country. People's lives are exponentially harder, and people are worse off now because Joe Biden is president and Kamala Harris is vice president. We allowed terrorists to overtake an entire country. Obviously, the gas prices, the food prices, everything across the board, people feel less safe. Look at the crime across this country. So, yes, if the Democrats want to lose in an epic way, please, Joe Biden, announce you're running for president in 2024. We'd love that on the Republican side.
Yeah, no, you know, Americans, it's not like it was 40 years ago when times were good. It was just a few short years ago under Donald Trump's policies that America was booming. People were making more money. They don't forget that. Lara and Bill, thank you for joining me. Appreciate it.